Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in. Many of us know about the perils of social media. Honestly, I have a Facebook, I have an Instagram, I have an X, and I barely use them. It's something maybe I should do more in order to get my YouTube channel to more eyes. But I just don't like going on and seeing people argue, a lot of toxic behavior. And I'm also a fantasy football player. Now, I only do one league this year. I actually started 0 and 3. Now I'm 7 and 4. And my one loss came when the Eagles had a bye. Jalen Hurts, my starting quarterback. I started Trevor Lawrence, who had like 1 point against the 49ers. I was frustrated with them, but never for a split second did I think, hey, let me find his X page or his Instagram page and start talking nonsense to him. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. But we know it happens with a lot of star athletes in this era of social media and fantasy football all over. Well, Justin Jefferson was on average maybe the second pick in most fantasy drafts behind Christian McCaffrey. Got off to a fabulous start, but he has now missed 6 games, and he's getting tired of some of the backlash he's facing on social media. This is via heavy.com. Justin Jefferson deletes social media account, cites harassment. So, mentions he suffered a hamstring strain in week 5 against the Kansas City Chiefs, and he has decided to delete his Instagram account and X account. Jefferson's decision to step back from social media follows continued harassment from followers badgering him to return from injury, largely because of their own fantasy football interests. You'll have no idea. It's honestly crazy the amount of people that really criticize you and talk very, very bad about you, calling you different names. You're just trying to be healthy and trying to be your best on the field, Jefferson said during a press conference on Friday, November 24th. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm more worried about my team and being healthy. Also mentioned, I don't really step out too much for me to hear it in public, Jefferson continued, but social media is a big part of day-to-day life nowadays. So of course, I see it everywhere on social media. Now, there's a group of people who believe that maybe he's holding out longer with this injury due to no long-term contract. A lot of people were saying that about Lamar Jackson last season, not coming back for the playoff game because he didn't have that long term deal, which he finally signed this past off season. So he mentions my health is way more important than you winning your fantasy games, Jefferson wrote on November 21st. Doesn't matter how many times y'all flood my DMs talking about me selling your team. I don't care. So in my goes on to mention, so media members also inquired about accusations that Jefferson is sitting out longer than necessary due to a dispute over a contract extension and or in order to protect himself for the coming negotiations. Jefferson said, to be honest, I don't really care too much just because everyone's going to have their own opinions, what they think I'm thinking or what I'm doing. Jefferson explained, I know what I'm doing and I know that it's not for the contract. It's not for the contract at all. I've said that from the beginning of the season that the contract wasn't my main priority. Well, they already picked up his 5th-year option, which I believe is for somewhere around $19.1 million, but has yet to sign that long-term extension after his rookie contract. For fantasy owners, it's going to be a tough decision for him this week. He has not been yet ruled out, but the problem is his game isn't till Monday night, and if you wait till Monday night, whether you want to put him in or not, you're missing all the guys that play on Sunday. So if nothing's said yet, people are probably going to have to hold him out. They're going to be really frustrated if he does play, but come on, just leave the guy alone. I get it. It's fantasy football. There's a lot of pride on the line. I take it seriously. But again, I'm not ever going to contact an athlete because I'm annoyed with how they performed on the field. And Justin Jefferson shouldn't have to go through that. I mean, injuries are definitely a part of football. Look at Christian McCaffrey. He had a couple seasons where he was on average the first pick, and he missed a lot of action earlier years with the Panthers. So, that's just sometimes how it happens. And you need to draft for depth in case something like this happens. So we'll see if Justin Jefferson steps back on the field. But if you own him, I get it. It stinks that he's not playing, but please, please, please just leave him alone. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.